On Twitter, a private Ripple webinar was leaked. What's within will surprise you. We will also examine projections for XRP. How will XRP be affected when all of this capital is introduced into the new system? We will examine Citibank's announcement that they are making a once-in-a-lifetime transition to interoperability. We will discuss the Fed and interest rates. ETFs will be the topic of our discussion. We will be discussing MasterCard, staking, and a lot more will be discussed. Guys, please hit like if you find any value. Share, please. We would be delighted to have you join us as we reach 100,000 subscribers. We've been in business for 4 years. Cryptonaires, if you want to work with me in my community and advance your education, having you would be wonderful. In the description, there is a link. Let's get started right here. We'll feel at ease doing business. Thus, we have governance and a set of rules. And what is liquidity? The last part of this. And blockchain enters the picture here. This is where XRP, the cryptocurrency, truly shines. We use it to generate worldwide liquidity for our payment flows, which increases their velocity on a global scale. That vision comes together in this way. Lastly, our goal is to make this technology widely available. We have therefore created API technology that encapsulates Ripple processing and makes the entire experience very accessible and user-friendly, regardless of whether a bank is utilizing Ripple internally or, for example, a corporate organization using Ripple through a hosted service. That's our stack. And once more, the point is that blockchain isn't the only thing happening here. Thus, across the stack, blockchain and cryptocurrency thoughts are present. Our expertise and experience have been applied to a wide range of tasks required to make a payment network function, such as developing our own protocol, utilizing our cryptography for messaging, and integrating our cryptocurrency into the liquidity calm. Is this Ripple stack correct then? Ruleset governance, liquidity for messaging and settlement infrastructure, Ripple API. These are a few of the businesses they collaborate with. Here are a few of the nations that Ripple was clearly working with. And this was years ago, at the very beginning of this. You can see that some of the largest banks were involved. And keep in mind that this was likely put together around the year 17, 18, 19. The precise date is unknown to me. I'm sorry. However, Bank of America, Santander, MUFG, Standard Chartered, Westpac, and, if my memory serves me well, Royal Bank of Canada are already there. Let's continue even though it's a little hazy. He also wants to discuss portfolio tasks that are necessary to make a payment network function, such as developing our own protocol, utilizing our encryption for messaging, and integrating our coin into the liquidity component. These days, private enterprises are entering the market and creating these highly special distributed ledger technology networks. They are transparent, effective, and reasonably priced. There is nothing wrong with the direction this is taking, is there? The expenses that we would typically have to pay to transfer money from one location to another will be eliminated, saving us millions, billions, even trillions of dollars per year. As an alternative, we might have to pay pennies or less. And for the future of humanity, that is a very exciting time. Additionally, I doubt that you or your children will ever have another opportunity like this throughout their lifetimes. I currently create 2 videos every day, so please let me know if you learn anything from what I'm saying. I climb up here, I read the news, I share my thoughts with you, I share my innermost thoughts with you. This is a chance that won't come around again. There won't be another chance like this. So, how are you going to take advantage of this opportunity today? Correct? Don't worry if you can't think of an answer. There, I sort of put you on the spot. However, when you put your children to bed today, I want you to go home. You know you've finished your work, put your computer away, and are sitting there thinking back on the day. What will you do to make the most of this time tomorrow? Correct? Because it does feel like we're going through a once-in-a-lifetime transition if you make a few good, right, wholehearted decisions. The CEO of Citibank is telling you that this isn't a once-in-a-lifetime change in the financial infrastructure. For example, who else should you hear this from? Worldwide currencies for lending, deposits, and payments. It is gradually unbundling and rebundling around a new architecture that is primarily digital. And that was a development that occurred in trading during the past couple decades. New architectures are replacing older ones. But what we're witnessing now is more of a revolution. Additionally, new methods will replace the decades-old methods used by our sector. Additionally, the scale and speed needed to serve our clients are entirely different. So here at Citi, we handle over $4 trillion in worldwide transactions every day. We let customers make payments in 144 different currencies, and we operate in over 160 countries, with offices in almost 100 of them. We do, however, have a strong respect for scale and agility, and we are witnessing the world's simultaneous globalization and localization, as well as its increasing speed and complexity. In order to stay relevant and keep providing clients with what they need, we are redefining our company and our outstanding assets. If traditional payments continue to be as slow and cumbersome as they are now, it will greatly encourage others to create alternative large-scale global payment systems that could already be significantly faster and less expensive. SWIFT, the community that supports global flows, must take the same journey, not just talk about it, but actually accelerate action. Intersection. This will be a very good use case to reduce the amount of supplies in circulation. Just keep in mind that you should always be aware of the terms of the stake when you are staking with any organization. What's the duration? For what length of time is it locked up? In reality, what will I receive in exchange for locking up this XRP? How long does it take for the XRP to return to my wallet after it has been unlocked? Please exercise extreme caution. Verify that you're interacting with Flare networks only. There will be a lot of fakes and scams, and I would hate to see you suffer any negative consequences. Oh, on Friday, May 2nd, 2025, Chris Larsen, the executive chairman of Ripple, will meet with Paul Atkins, the recently appointed chairman of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The meeting's main topic will be blockchain technology's future. This might be a pivotal moment for Ripple. Already be aware that Paul Atkins recognizes the significance of the Ripple case. The things I've heard Paul Atkins say since taking office have led me to assume that he will be pro-America, pro-innovation, and pro-crypto. Wow, quite a change, isn't it? We've seen a significant shift in the past few months. The advancements in the cryptocurrency field have me ecstatic. Man, we would be unstoppable if we could get the economy back on track and thriving and robust once more. If all of these factors were working together harmoniously, just think of the bull market we could create. I do have a community called Cryptonaires, you know? A large number of people have joined that recently. They ask me questions, want to learn and grow with me, and want to know what I'm investing in and why. The best place to contact me is on Cryptonaires. Guys, I hope to see you around because I'm in there all the time. I really appreciate you being here. Allah.